And then what I'm going to ask you to do in 5, if you can just count back from 5 to 0 and then start your presentation in your head. And you can count in your head. You don't have to say it out loud. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck. And in 5.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lama Sabbagh. I'm the cybersecurity sales specialist in the Middle East, and I will be talking about our DNS solution, Cisco Umbrella. If you're not familiar with Umbrella and you have never heard about it, let me tell you how it works. So the first thing that you need to ask your customers is, what do you use to protect your network? Your endpoints. And the customer has probably a range of products deployed at their corporate headquarters, at their branch offices, and at their roaming laptops. And if you look at their network security, you might find firewalls, proxies, antivirus on their endpoint, but they're not protecting or blocking the danger as soon as they could, and they don't have a consistent security policy everywhere. So what is Cisco Umbrella and how does it work? Umbrella sits at the edge of the network and acts as the first line of defense. We use DNS because it sees all the connections that are happening. Umbrella will block malicious files before they go into the network. This will not only help take the load off the firewall, proxies, antiviruses that you already have, but will also help those devices work more efficiently. So the first thing that you need to know is that Umbrella uses DNS to capture all the requests from the endpoint. Now, those endpoints can be on your network, they can be at Starbucks, at home, they can be anywhere. And based on those requests, Umbrella makes this decision if we allow the request to get out to its destination or if we block it. Umbrella uses smart intelligence to block risky requests, but also blocks the content that you decided to block. So for example, if you don't want your marketing department to access Facebook, then you can control that. There are many ways that malware can get in, which is why it's really important to have multiple layers of security. Now, why would the IT organization want it? Because they can apply security policy on their network, and they would be able to control the security policy centrally, regardless of where the endpoints are. So to summarize it, Umbrella provides security, it provides content filtration, it provides centralized policy enforcement related to content in your environment, and it can also prevent some malware from spreading further in your organization. And the benefit is, of course, regardless if you're behind the corporate firewall or you're at Starbucks or you're at home, on VPN or not on VPN, you can enforce the security policy, which makes it great for how we're living today, because now we have people working remotely and we have people coming to the office. Now let's look now at why partners should care. I picked few reasons. I'm gonna go one by one. First, it's good and simple solution for land and expand. How? So Umbrella has the ability to integrate easily with our other Cisco products. So this opens up a wide range of cross-selling and upselling opportunities. It also helps you increase partner profit. So with Umbrella, you can build a highly profitable recurrent revenue stream. This is really important nowadays. And with up to 90% renewal rates, the annual recurrent revenue model can accelerate your business growth for years to come. Third, SASE bundle gives incremental discounts. I'm going to talk about it later during the next slide, but basically, if you sell Umbrella with another product of SASE, you can get incremental discounts. Fourth, there are no delays related to hardware. So since Umbrella is a cloud security service that delivers multiple functions that are traditionally handled by appliances, now that you don't have any hardware part, you don't have to worry about the delay of delivery, the delay of getting the parts, of the order, and of the deployment. And finally, it's the fastest closing security deals. And this is really important because something amazing about Umbrella is that we offer free trial for 14 days. And Umbrella trials are really very easy to deploy. They can quickly show value to customers, so you can close deals faster, and more than 70% of our customers receiving the trial ended up buying Umbrella. Now, if you go back to the SASE promotion, I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. To qualify for the discount, you need to sell at least 2 of the SASE portfolio that you have. So let's say, for example, you're selling Meraki and you add to it Umbrella, you get 6% incremental discount on Meraki and 6% on Umbrella. If you sell Duo and Umbrella, you get 8% on Duo and 6% on Umbrella. And you can mix and match. Now, something else that I want to mention and that's happening right now, it's the partner incentive that you have. It's called 1 year on us. Basically, this promotion is designed as a discount credit for qualified Cisco partner. This incentive is eligible in 2 cases. One, if you're selling for new customer who have never purchased an eligible Umbrella DNS package, or also if you're selling for an active customers who have not renewed their Umbrella package in the last 3 years. Now, few requirements are that the deal must be for 250 users or plus, and the minimum term is 3 years. Lastly, why should customer care? First one is because it simplifies the job of the security team by reducing malware and alerts. And this is really important because security teams nowadays, they struggle with too many alerts. Some of them can receive more than 10K alerts per day. And most of them find it very hard to orchestrate them across vendors. So Umbrella reduces the malware by 75% and the alerts by 50%. The second reason is because it provides protection for users on and off the network, especially that now more than ever, we have people working remotely. We have more than 80% of the employees working remotely, and 8 out of 10 of those employees, they bypass VPN, which increases the security risks. The third reason is that there are no delays related to hardware. So this is important for partners, but also for customers to have no delays relating to the product. They can easily install it. And the last reason, Umbrella Trial offers a free security assessment. So most customer wants to see before they buy. And this is a really great tool because most customers, once they try it, they see that the threats are blocked within 30 minutes or less. So customer trials result in 10 times reduction in malware on their network. And lastly, I picked few questions that we receive a lot and few answers. You can get a lot of questions on Umbrella website and how to answer them. If I pick few questions like the second one, how do you deal with phishing emails that got through your email security? Well, the answer would be Umbrella provides another layer of security against phishing emails and the malicious links that come with them. And another question that we get a lot is, can you see what application your users are using and what risk they pose? Well, yes. Umbrella provides valuable insights into the usage and risk level of all applications used, so you can fight shadow IT and make better decisions. I'm gonna show you how it works. I'm gonna go now jump into the demo so you can get an overview of how Umbrella works. So here's Umbrella dashboard. Before I start, it's really important to know that partners can access this demo through dCloud. So once you log in into dCloud, you can choose Umbrella and you get exactly the same demo that you can go back and show it to the customers. I'm gonna show you briefly how it works. If you look on the left side, you have the overview page with a summary of everything that's happening in your network. You have the deployment tab where you can go and deploy your network. You have the policy tab where you create the policy that you want to apply for the network. You have the reporting tab where you get insights that are really useful. And finally, investigate, which is an amazing feature. It's like Google. If you don't know if a link is safe or not, you type it and you investigate, and Umbrella will give you full insights about this link. I'm going to show it to you later on, but let's go first to overview, which is the first interface that you're going to see when you open the Umbrella. Basically, you get a quick overview of what's happening. Here are the messages, everything that happened in your network within 24 hours. So how much malware requests were blocked, botnet, crypto mining. Then you have the breakdown of the deployment health. You have the active network, active roaming clients, active virtual appliances, and active network tunnel. You also get the network breakdown. So how many requests you got in total by the hour, and if you click into each one of them, you can get the full details. And then from those requests, how much of them were blocked and how much of them were actually security blocks. You can also get a breakdown of the security blocks here. Okay, so you have the malware blocks, the phishing blocks, crypto mining blocks, command and control. You can see if something is fishy, you can click into it and get full details. And here you have app discovery and control. So you get the full visibility over what applications are being used, how many of them are risky, how many are flagged, and why. We're gonna look into this more in the reporting part, but this is an overview. And finally, you have the security request, the most blocked request by destination, by identity, which employee is using the most blocked request, and by type. Now let's go to the deployment. The first thing that you want to do is to deploy your network. And how do you do it? It's really easy. You go to the add part, you put the name of the network, IP address, you save it. And once you save it, it automatically protects the network. You can do the same for the network devices, roaming computers, mobile devices. It supports iOS and it supports Android. Chromebook users, so if you have universities or schools, network tunnel, users and groups. Something really interesting that I like is that you can create internal network. So if you want to apply a policy for the engineering department, you can do that. If you want to apply another policy for the human resources, you can do that. You just have to create the groups, create the policies, and apply them to whoever you want. How do you create a policy? You go back to the second tab, DNS policy. Here you have the full policies that we have as template. Now, it's really easy to add a policy. You have the name of the policy, the identity that was applied to, what it contains, and when it was last modified. You click on the arrow, you get the full details. What's really nice is that you can test the policy. So before, if you don't feel confident applying it to the network, we have a sandbox. You can create a policy, and then you can test it before actually implement it in the network. Now, how do you add a policy? I'm gonna show you. Because we don't have a lot of time, I can't read everything, but it's really straightforward. You select your protection, you click next, then you select the entity that you wanna apply this policy to. If you wanna apply it to the engineering department, to one user, to everyone, you can choose whoever you want. You click on next, and then you start filtering. You can select categories to block, security categories to block. You can choose between malware, command and control. It's fully customizable. Also, you can choose the content that you want to block. You want to block adult content, dating, extreme, gambling, hate speech, alcohol. We have predefined template, high, moderate, low, but also you can fully customize what you want to block. You can also control the applications. If you don't want your employees to access, let's say, for example, Google Drive. Let me write Google Drive. Then you click on Google Drive and you block it. And you can also apply destination lists. You can click on file inspection. I personally advise to always put file inspection to inspect files for malicious behavior using a combination of static and dynamic analysis methods. And finally, the block page. So once your employee accesses Facebook and you don't want him to access Facebook, then they can receive a block page. Let me show you how it is. And it is fully customizable. So this is just an example, but the customer can put his logo, put the text that he wants, add the email address of the IT guy, and then that's it. And finally, this is it. You put a name for your policy. Here you get a summary of what you chose, and then you save. And this is how you created a policy and you've applied it to the group that you want. Now, finishing from policies, this is the fun part, the reporting part. I'm going to pick a few of them. If you go to activity search, and this is really interesting, you see all the requests made, who made those requests, the destination, internal IP, the action, was it allowed or blocked, the categories, why was it blocked, and everything. If you can filter, we have a variety of filters. If you want to check all the blocked filters, you can just click on block, and you have all the blocked requests. You can even schedule a report. So based on the filters that you put, you continue, and you choose, I want to get a daily report, weekly report, monthly report, which makes it easier. You can even deep dive, and for example, if you want to search for an employee, what is he accessing? Let's say, for example, Jack London was the bad guy of the company. You can see Jack London, he accessed all those blocked links. And not only that, if you click on one of the link, this is a gambling link, you can also see who else accessed it. So you have those two endpoints. Now for the app discovery, which is also another reporting tool, it's about application. How can you protect your network if you don't know what application are being used? So here you get full visibility over the application. You have the unreviewed application, the application that are approved and not approved. You can click into them, you get the full list. But not only that, you can get insights about every single application. For example, we have the application, the DigiCert, which is not really safe. It's a very high risk. Why? They give you full insight, financial viability, and how many employees or users actually clicked on it. You have 24. And you have the full control over blocking or allowing this app. You can click in here. If you want more details, you can just click into DigiCert and they give you full details about everything that you want to know. So this is the reporting part. We have many reporting tools that you can check. But finally, I wanted to show you the investigate part. So let's say, for example, you're an IT guy. You don't know every single link if they're safe or not. You don't know if a website is safe or not. Sometimes you really don't know. What you can do is go to investigate and search for it. If you're receiving a website, which is, let's say, internetbadguys.com, and you investigate, you can actually see the reputation of this website. It's a phishing website, very high risk. It was created 15 years ago in the US, and you get all the details, and then you can decide to block it. So basically, this is a quick overview of what Umbrella does. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And stay tuned, because later, after this session, you'll have a small quiz with questions related to Umbrella. Thank you.
That was phenomenal. That was 18 minutes and 40.
I tried to speak really fast.
No, you've got it. You really did. It's perfectly timed. Your transition was so smooth with the demo. It was really, I thought it was great. I don't know what Schnabel thinks, but yeah, I think.
Yeah, everything was good from start to end. All good, Lama.
Was it interesting? I tried to make it not too technical and.
Yeah, I saw that. No, it was still good. I think everyone would be able to understand it. It was a really good presentation.
Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Awesome. And yeah, the beginning and the end. Sorry, I just didn't get the end. You did mention about the quiz, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was yeah, the main thing for the ending. Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jackie.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.